Hey guys, so I got another Voxbox from Influenster, and this time I knocked something over on my table. This time I got a full size of the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Foundation, and this is brand new by Maybelline. It just came out in the past month, I think. So yeah, I get to try this out, and the challenge is that I have to wear it every day for 3 weeks and see how my skin looks at the end, if it actually does make your skin underneath look better. This is not sponsored. Maybelline is not paying me for this video. I did, however, like I said, I received this foundation for free for review purposes, but I am choosing to do this video and to do this challenge. No compensation, no nothing like that. This is just all real. I'm going to read the little card for you here. So this foundation is a long-wear foundation that improves skin's appearance every minute you're in it for brighter, more even, stress-free skin. Isn't that the dream? The secret, the antioxidant power of Actyl C, a more durable form of vitamin C, and it's available in 12 shades. They gave me, I think, the lightest shade called Porcelain. It might be a little light for me, but that is where bronzing and contouring comes in. But it looks like it might be a decent shade match for me, just judging by just what's in the bottle. Maybe a little bit more yellow toned, but again, we'll have to see what it looks like on my skin. Alright, I am just going to dab this on and start spreading it out with my, what is this? Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques. Okay, so far I'm noticing that this has really nice coverage. It's not so much that my skin looks like caked on or fake or anything. It's just a nice light wash of color so far. But I am going to test the buildability, is that a word? I'm going to test how well this foundation builds up in layers to get a fuller coverage, because I do have some spots that I would like more coverage on. This actually does look like a pretty good shade match for me, maybe a little bit too light, but not by much. I think I can definitely pull this off for 3 weeks. Not gonna lie, I was a little worried when I saw that I got the lightest shade. I'm just adding a little more over, like, around my nose area, because that's where I get the most sort of bumps and unevenness and just things that I want to cover up. So we're just gonna test by just dabbing this product over what's already there and just seeing how it ends up. I don't think that looks bad at all. I think this foundation builds really nicely. You can still sort of see some of the bumps through the foundation, so this isn't gonna be like a full coverage, airbrushed, flawless foundation. This is more just like what you wear day to day to cover up at least like the discoloration and maybe some spots. But if you have like a big pimple or something, this foundation probably isn't going to cover it completely. Alright, I'm going to make this super quick because I need to run out the door right now and go to work. My overall impression of this foundation is that, you know, I like it. I'm not completely like in love with it immediately. I think it looks, it's not the best looking foundation on my skin that I own, but I think it looks pretty darn good. It doesn't say what kind of finish it has on the bottle, which is interesting. Usually they throw that out there, but yeah, I don't know. But I think what's happening is that it is pretty much a matte finish, but there is SPF 15 in this, so that might be giving it a little more something than if it was just a flat matte foundation. I really like that kind of finish, at least when I first put it on. We'll have to see how this goes for the rest of the day and then for 3 weeks. But yeah, I'll definitely be checking in, and yeah, I gotta go. Bye! Hi again, it is the end of the day, and I'm just gonna take a quick look at my foundation. I wasn't able to touch it up today. I was at work in a new hire training all day, and I didn't bring anything with me to touch up, so This is just what I look like after work. I literally walked in the door and sat down to film, so no secrets or anything hiding in there. Overall, I think I'm looking pretty good, but I'm a little shiny, so I'm going to grab some of my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is the translucent one, so it won't mess up the coverage of the foundation. And I'm just going to like tap a little bit of this right under my eyes. This is sort of the spot where I tend to get oily during the day. So we're just going to go over that, and I think a little on the forehead. Okay, and then my nose. All right. One thing that I'm pretty surprised about right now is I zoomed in a little bit. I can zoom in a little more, maybe. That was the wrong knob. Okay. This was only my first touch-up, but I did put some powder on right when I put the foundation on, and it is looking pretty good, it seems. It's just a little bit glowy still, even while I put that powder on, but overall the coverage is still pretty much there. You can still see a little bit of my bumps and discoloration coming through. Woo! It looks like day one was a minor success, so yes, good job foundation. I forgot what it's called, hold on. Superstay Better Skin Foundation. Good job on day one. Again, I'm still not sure if I love this yet, but it's good, you know? It held up, it did its job for the most part, and we're just gonna see how these next 3 weeks go. I realized that the way that I like to wear it, where it actually looks more natural, is with a beauty blender or beauty blender type sponge, either wet or dry. I actually have been using it dry, and I do like that too, but I just realized that it makes it look a little more even, I think, because I was saying last time that I thought the foundation looked kind of like it was sitting on top of my skin, but this makes it look really nice if I can blend it out. Now that I have the rest of my face on, I thought I would just give you some, I guess, updates on my thoughts on this foundation. Overall, my skin has looked pretty good. I don't know how much of that can be attributed to the foundation itself versus like skincare or sleeping well, but I've had about maybe 2 or 3 breakouts in this past, couple weeks after using this foundation. And that seems to be a little more than usual. I mean, I'm just saying that, it's not like it's working miracles and changing my skin entirely, but my skin does look pretty good without makeup. And so I guess I'll show you the foundation a little closer. If it focuses. Alright, so this is the foundation with a little bit of powder on top, like a loose powder. So it didn't add much coverage. But it's looking pretty good, pretty natural. I think this is coming off a little more like reddish on the camera. In person, this stuff it looks all sort of one color, the foundation parts. I am having some zoom troubles. Anyway, so I really am liking the finish of this. I don't like it as much when I use a brush or my fingers. I definitely prefer using a beauty blender or whatever that kind of sponge is. That definitely makes the foundation look better for me and my skin. It just gives it a nice thinner, more even layer. I think I'm definitely liking the foundation a lot more than the first time I used it, but I'm still not like 100% oh my god, this is changing my life sort of magical foundation. But I'll definitely check in closer to the end of this whole experiment and let you guys know what my final thoughts are. Hey guys, it has been a long 3 weeks with this Maybelline Better Skin foundation, and I guess it's time to just wrap up my thoughts on this after taking their 3-week challenge. After 3 weeks, I have to say my skin did look pretty good. I mentioned, I think, last week when I did another clip for this that I was getting some breakouts, and I do. Like, I have a pimple right here, and my skin, it looks kind of bad today. But generally it's looked pretty good over the past 3 weeks. I don't know if I can really say that that was the foundation, but I think as for like how foundation makes your skin look afterwards, this one does pretty well. I think it does better than a lot of other foundations that I've used that afterwards your skin just looks and feels like kind of gross. But this one, I didn't really get that feeling with it at the end of the day. I think also once I found out how I like to apply this foundation, which is with a beauty blender or similar sponge, I definitely enjoyed this foundation a lot more. I didn't feel too antsy to try other foundations. I mean, I'm the kind of person who likes to try out a lot of different makeup, so I'm not gonna lie, 3 weeks was a long time to not be trying out a bunch of different stuff, but I liked this foundation enough where it didn't completely like bother me. Alright, I put a cough drop in my mouth because I'm coughing like crazy. I'm not even sick this time, guys. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm just going to wrap this up really quickly. I really enjoy this foundation. I wouldn't say that it's like my favorite go-to foundation. My skin has been transformed or anything like that. But I do think that as a drugstore foundation, this is a super awesome foundation. And, you know, once you sort of play around with it and see how you like to use it, this could be someone's favorite foundation. I mean, I think it's really good. By the time this video is up, I will have a written review, which will hopefully be a little more coherent than this video, about this foundation. So hop on over to my blog if you would like to see a more descriptive review plus some more photos. Otherwise, I'm just going to sum this video up. So thank you so much for watching. If you're looking for me, you can find me at any of the social media handles that you'll see on the end screen or down below in the info box. Or as always, you can find me at brokeforbeauty.com. Thank you again for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my 3-week sort of journey with this foundation, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!